And welcome back, everybody. This is the Not Safe for Wrestling special exclusive episode for the Geekyantics YouTube channel. My name is a.k.a, and of course, as always, my tag team partner in crime, Obionex2.
Oh, yeah.
How's it going, man?
What's going on, dude? I think that went pretty well, actually.
So, as of course I'm sure everybody knows, we're here at Not Safe for Wrestling, and we're a show where what we do is we talk about all things wrestling. We cover the WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan. Pretty much if there's a match going, I don't care if it's in a high school gymnasium, we're going to try and cover it. So if you guys want to do anything like join us, don't forget we've got our regular show times coming up. We're doing a bi-weekly on Saturday. If you don't know, now you know. Make sure to check it out, and we always have pre-pay-per-view shows that we want you guys to join us for. If you want to put in your opinion, you can always voicemail us or join us live, which is preferred. But as it stands right now, I think maybe we got to move into our predictions. This is clearly a little thrown together, as the WWE did with RoadBlock. So we're throwing our own thing together. If they could do it, we could do it.
I think they have a little bit more equipment and a little bit more experience to throw something like this together, but we're going to try.
I mean,
Definitely.
You know, we don't have their budget
Well,
or their network for
hey.
this $9.99. But
Yet.
But we have enthusiasm. We have a passion, which they've lost years ago. So
Wow, a.k.a. is fired. You guys are getting a true bonus episode today because he's firing on all episodes. So what do you got, man?
It's going. It's on.
What do we got today? What's our match card looking like?
All right. So for this, it looks like what they've done is made a little mini pay-per-view, and I think it's funny they put exclusively on the WWE network, considering that's pretty much all their pay-per-views now. But it's called RoadBlock. It's a little 4-episode, I'm guessing maybe hour and a half long thing that they're going to be doing. The first match we have to predict for the fans are the NXT Tag Team titles. So, in case you guys are unaware, we've got the Revival versus Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. So, Obi, what do you think's coming?
Dude, Enzo, and dude, I'm going with the homeboys from what is it, New York? Is that where they're based out of? Yeah.
I think like New York, New Jersey.
I'm going with Enzo Amore and Big Cass just because it's time. It's time.
I would love to see them win the titles here.
And then they can become the realest champions in the room.
But there's a problem that I see.
What's that?
I don't think they're going to give it to Enzo and Amore. I'm going to have to go with the Revival. And the only reason is I feel like Enzo and Cassidy have done enough that they need to be moved up to the main roster. And there's no point in really moving them with the NXT tag titles because they'll just have to job them away here in a month or two to move up to the big time. I think if the Revival wins it, Enzo and Cassidy can kind of put them over and kind of establish them and then move up to the main roster to go start doing some stuff with like perhaps the New Day or the Lads or even the Dudleys. You know, they can start moving up into a real babyface position in the main company. So I've got to go with the Revival on this one.
Yeah, well, okay. And now I'm gonna throw in one more rebuttal on that because if you think about what's going on right now with the WWE and the NXT, we all know NXT is the proving grounds, it's the staging grounds for the big time, which is WWE. Then you're a true superstar. You're on the main roster. You're the big dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
What they've been doing lately, and you can kind of see this, and it's tying in a little bit with the women's. It was for a little while there, tying in with the women's division, where they would go back and forth. Some of the women would go back and forth from Raw, SmackDown, and then show up on NXT. But I think they would do it especially with having Enzo and Big Cass come up, win the tag team championships. Even if they have the tag team championships for a couple months or whatever they do, some of these other tag teams, like, I don't even know. I mean, some of these other tag teams can go back down. It's not a step down. It's just why not? hey, we're not getting any love here because there's so many damn tag teams in the WWE. Let's go take the NXT championships just because we can.
It's a valid point. We'll
You
see
know
how
what I
it
mean?
plays out. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, so let's go to the next match. The Lads, which, wow, who came up with that name, versus the New Day for the WWE Tag Champs. Now, we all know the New Day, of course, Woods, Kingston, Big E. The Lads being Sheamus and King Barrett.
What?
So who do you got on this? Who do you like?
Oh, man. I don't really think... I mean, and I've been wrong before. I have. But I don't really think that King Barrett and Sheamus, which is a part of the League of Nations, right? So, like, I really don't think they're going to win it. I mean, I can see them winning it because they have 4 people. I think because Rusev's going to be out there and the other one's going to be out there.
Right. Maybe we see a number game.
Maybe a numbers game.
The New Day.
The 2 extra League of Nations beat the hell out of Xavier Woods, and the other 2 get their ass kicked in the ring.
Yeah, like we've seen the New Day kind of do their 3-man versus 2-man angle, and they've always had the numbers advantage, but now they don't. I see what you're saying.
But I don't see them winning it at Roadblock. I honestly and truly see the New Day losing their championships at the grandest stage, at WrestleMania. Just because, okay, we can make a few dollars here at Roadblock and change titles, or we can make 10 times that much and have the New Day lose their titles at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's true. So this is the hardest one, like, for me to really come up with a decision, and you make some really good points.
But anyway, I'm going New Day to win. Yeah,
New Day to win. I absolutely have to agree. So I thought about this for a while, and I was like, yeah, they could do a number game flip. That's a really good point. Like, I really hadn't thought of it, so you brought it up, but it's a good point. The thing that kills me is right now, this is a heel versus heel kind of tag team match for the championships. I think that the New Day should retain here, though, because it gives them a chance to continue bragging about how they're the best and they've beat everyone. Mm-hmm. And in the event you are correct and Enzo and Cassidy win the NXT tag titles, maybe it sets up for a nice little champion versus champion tag team match at Mania. It could be interesting, just kind of to see what they do. I think there's a lot more potential if the New Day holds the title. So I'm going to agree with you there. I think the New Day will retain.
And you got to think too, and I thank you for agreeing with me on that. But like, you got to think about it too. The New Day is already, they're a main team. Sheamus and King Barrett, they're not a team. They're 2 individual wrestlers that became a team through the League of Nations. Because it could have easily have been King Barrett and Rusev, or Sheamus and who's the other guy in there? Del Rio.
Yeah.
But Del Rio's got a belt now, doesn't he?
No.
No, Kalisto kicked his ass. I forgot.
Yeah, no, he laid it down to Kalisto.
Which, that doesn't make any sense right now, because fucking guess who's back? Anyway, we don't want to get on that tangent.
One thing I think would be interesting is if they use this to kind of give the New Day a face turn. They've kind of been gaining popularity, even though the WWE is trying to play them as heels for all they're worth. I mean, up, up, down, down, that Xavier Woods does with Kofi and Big E is huge. And that has kind of real life bleeding into wrestling. The fans are going over with the New Day. And as much as they try to fight it, they might get better, merchandising and really promotion for pulling the New Day to kind of a face role. So it would be interesting to see if they use this to create a face turn for the New Day.
So you think New Day is going to go...
Like, possibly the New Day wins, but then the League of Nations just jumps them afterwards. Just absolutely decimates them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
which is probably going to happen anyway.
Yeah, right, but then the next day on Raw, you have the New Day come out and they're just like, "Look, you jumped us. Good for you, but we're not going down that easy." And they kind of start taking that, enduring and becoming the face tag team, because it feels like this is really leading up to some kind of anti-authority clash. And
Oh,
if they
yeah, it's
turn the
not
New
leading up
Day
to. It's
here,
there already.
if they turn the New Day here into a face tag team, that would put the New Day as part of the team to go anti-authority. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that, but I mean, I don't know why they would turn. I don't know why they do a face turn right now. I
I
just
mean,
don't.
think about it. They could sell unicorn horns and New Day shirts and
Yeah,
New Day towels. I mean, there's so much marketing there. I think it's a great time if they decide to turn them into a face org.
I could see it.
All right, so Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt. Now I've had you go first. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
first
I was
on
gonna
this
say,
one.
you need to go first on
Yeah,
this one
I'm
because
not gonna
I
throw you
don't
under the
know.
bus on all of these. All right. But this one is hard for me. I actually love both of these guys as performers, as wrestlers. Lesnar doesn't have the mic skills, but he's got Heyman.
You don't
And
need mic skills when you have
Wyatt's
Heyman,
got the
man.
mic skills, he's got the wrestling skills, and he's got the Wyatt family.
But I'm saying you don't need mic skills when you got Paul Heyman.
That's true. At this point, I think I have to say that I'm hoping, actually, as weird as this is going to sound, I'm hoping that Brock Lesnar takes the win here. And the reason being is Brock Lesnar has to have some kind of show of force. I mean, we all know that he's considered pretty much the unstoppable one in the WWE right now. Whole Wyatt family, whatever. He needs to just start suplexing everybody and come out victorious here because, one, Bray Wyatt takes the loss here, and hopefully they will finally give him a win at WrestleMania. Like, I'm so tired of seeing Bray Wyatt lose at Mania. I'm hoping that this roadblock thing kind of has Brock Lesnar coming out looking like a beast, getting ready to, kind of face Dean Ambrose in this street fight at WrestleMania. So Brock just looks like an unstoppable force.
Right.
And it really hypes the match. Like, they use this to hype the match. He takes out the Wyatt family. I've got to go with Brock, but I'm hoping they do something with Bray at Mania that gets him a win finally, because I'm so sick of seeing him lose. How about you?
I'm gonna agree with you to a point. I honestly and truly hope Brock can get the win on this. But with what's going on with the, with they're pushing that four faces of destruction and the four of the apocalypse, and it's just apocalypse really, but like the four horsemen of the apocalypse and doing all this other stuff with them, I just and yeah, it would be a good turn, but for Bray to take this would be kind of ridiculous, speaking that one of their main matches at Mania is Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose. To give that momentum to Brock Lesnar and go with it that way to where it's coming in, like you said, he's just that beast that just super hyped up. He's got bloodshot eyes and because he just got his ass kicked by the Wyatt family. But like just come in there and just take all his aggressions out, all that shit out at onto Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania. But on the other side, if the Wyatt family loses, what's going to happen? What has happened every single time they lose? Retribution.
True.
Right? So basically, he's fighting Dean Ambrose, and in the last seconds of the match, guess who comes out and beats the living hell out of both of them? To say that, it would be a good WrestleMania, to where, of course, he's still there. He's still got a match at WrestleMania and give him the win at WrestleMania. But still, like, to have, maybe Brock does win, But then, of course, the Wyatt family's going to jump in there and try to beat the hell out of him. I mean, he's going to have to suplex his ass off just to get anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it. I mean, I hope that's just what I hope happens, and what's really going to happen probably is not the same.
All right,
but I
so
can see him going that way if they do, where they bring Bray Wyatt in and say, "Hey, go fuck up their match on WrestleMania."
So where's your prediction lie then?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar? All right. So now we come to the piece de resistance, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Dean Ambrose and Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've got... this is where I'm kind of like you in the Brock Bray aspect. I have what I hope they would do, and then I have what they're actually probably going to do, and it's going to make me sad. So I would love to see Dean Ambrose take the title from Triple H, leading up to WrestleMania, kind of have chaos and everything outbreak, and it'd be madness, and then maybe we get a triple threat or a fatal four-way, because Brock Lesnar is supposed to have that match with Dean Ambrose. Instead of it being, let's have this Chicago Street, let's have a fatal four-way elimination main event for WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, I mean, the marketing has gone too far. Everything's been billed as Triple H Roman Reigns. I don't think they're going to change that. Unfortunately, I have to say Triple H is going to win. So, that's kind of where my prediction is. I'm pulling for you, Dino.
I do agree with that.
I think Triple H has to win. So let's see. What do you got? What do you think?
I agree with that, but I like you said, something could happen at WrestleMania, and we could do, because really, how much marketing time and how much stuff have the WWE lost, but they've done it on purpose, just to make that extra dollar. That's what they're all about. Is all about the business, all about what's best for business, right? So you're gonna go off, let Dean Ambrose, let him kick the shit out of Triple H, because he's beaten his ass a couple times. And give Dean Ambrose the win. So therefore, instead of, they're still going to fight, but now it's, they, like you said, you do an elimination or you do something of that effect, but I don't see they have enough time to promote that properly. I don't, because if you're going to do a big elimination chamber, especially, or not a chamber, but an elimination match to where it's for the WWE title, you're going to be promoting that months in advance. So you're going to give us 3 weeks to promote that? That's not going to happen. So I'm going with Triple H, just for the honest and best opinion that I can, just because the rest of the WrestleMania wouldn't make sense then.
Right.
And that's just, my personal. Do I think that they need to twist it up and give it to him, and then it be Roman Reigns versus him with a special guest referee? As Triple H, and then Brock Lesnar has a rematch with the Wyatts. But again, promoting. I mean, it's all about promotion, and do they have enough time to do all that stuff? So I'm gonna go with Triple H just because it's the best possible guess that you could make. Speaking of where they're going with the storylines.
All right, that's very true. So I think that pretty much covers our roadblock wrap up, our predictions, if you will. I'm glad everyone decided to stop in here at YouTube, of course, Geekyantics. And I've got one last thing. I'm just going to throw this out here. Random, crazy conspiracy theory prediction of the day. Little bonus to the bonus, if you will. If Brock Lesnar beats Bray Wyatt, is there a chance Shane makes a deal with the devil, and inside of Hell in a Cell, the Wyatt family helps Shane win?
Yes.
I would love to see it. Like that.
Because I
think it's definitely a possibility. I think I would love to see that.
Yeah, definitely. Because you got to think about it. Really, I understand Shane O'Mac's been around the business for a while. He says that he's had his own epic matches. He's his own. I mean, literally, they were great matches. I watched the Monday Night Wars and some of the the Attitude Era stuff with Shane. I just watched all the matches with him, and some of the matches he's just on point. Now, being as old as he is, he's been away from the business for 7 years, raising children. Is he really that? Does he really have that ruthless aggression that you really need to face the Undertaker? He doesn't. So do I see him making a deal with the devil? Or maybe making a deal with Brock Lesnar to end his ass? Maybe. Yeah, I do. Especially if if you come across and you do with the championship, you give Dean Ambrose the championship. So instead of that, Brock Lesnar needs an opponent now. So he's actually gonna maybe help this or go against Bray Wyatt or there's so many things that you could say. But yes, I could see him making a deal with somebody.
I see. I think it's Wyatt, and like I said, here, let me give you the play out, and just this is how I see it in my head. Then we'll kind of wrap. But I see, Shane O'Mac versus Undertaker matches going well. Shane hits coast to coast, Undertaker choke slam, Undertaker tombstone. Somehow, Shane musters the ability to kick out. Undertaker tombstones him again. All of a sudden, the lights cut. Wyatt family bumper. Out of nowhere, lights come back up. All the members of the Wyatt family are in the ring and just pounce on him like a jackal. Beat him up, and then drag Shane's lifeless body over and put the arm across Undertaker to pin him. 1, 2, 3. Shane McMahon holds a victory over the Undertaker at Mania. Gets control of Raw. Maybe we see a brand split. Lots of potential, lots of hopes. So we'll see how it goes. But this little bonus episode has gone for a solid while, I'd say. You?
Yeah. I can't wait, man. Tomorrow's going to be... Saturday's going to be sick, man.
So, of course, ladies and gentlemen out there in the YouTubes, and, of course, all the wonderful, terrific fans over at Geekyantics and Geekyantics.net, we will bid you guys adieu. We wish you all the best, and hopefully you'll be watching RoadBlock same as we will, and you'll catch us for our very next show next Saturday. Come out, see how it goes. Maybe we got it right, maybe we got it wrong, but we'll always be talking about it then. We look forward to seeing you guys there. Obi, anything to say to the folks before we go?
No, man. Guys, we love you. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.